Hey guys, welcome to part 10 of Stories, Path of Destinies. We left off with this little core thing, and we're going to go this way to continue on with our
quite
journey.
enough, thought Renato.
Ooh, what's this? Okay, it's to the Emperor. Oh, it's from her father, actually. Something about the Nexus. I really don't feel like reading that. I hope it's not that important. Because we're gonna keep going. You know, I haven't touched this game since like this morning, and I'm already like, oh my gosh, what are these
Say
games?
hi to gravity for me.
I was playing Borderlands the whole day probably. So now my controls are like, oh, I gotta press this to do that. It's like, oh wait, this game is like way more simple than that. Ooh, treasure hunter. I wonder what that one does. I'll get to it, I guess. Combo there. That's happy.
Don't be shy.
Two options, not just one. Okay. I'm gonna go this way.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Mobby. I'm supposed to go this
You
way.
almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these
Okay,
to
I'll
be
be
imperial
patient.
gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead. What else could you hook?
Everything. Hook your mom, hook your girl. You know, hook. Captain Hook.
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer
Let's see if
heard
there's
birds
anything
except
over
for the
here.
feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits.
Oh,
Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
it's one way to word it.
Renato hoped this portal had been inspected recently.
Ooh, another treasure hunter. I'm lucky. Makes me so excited. I wonder what it does. Does it just like tell me when there's treasure, or I'm curious? But I have to wait.
Of course there was a puzzle. You couldn't expect the transcendent emperor to bury a god's eye in a leather sack where anyone could pick it up.
Oh, just kidding. No, it turns go back. There we go. Thank you. That was such a difficult puzzle. Oh my gosh, whatever shall I do?
Renato could feel his fur singe.
Almost did a no-no there. One day I will hit the combo 60. One day. Oh, there's the core.
The 20-sided core made him
that's
feel
the next level.
physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
We are going to go here.
Renato had never
tried the
been much of
observatory
a
before.
student. At Swordfu School, he'd never read the books, just looked at the pictures. And Zenobia. But weapons he understood. His gut told him that the skyripper would work great. He would use it to take out the Imperial outpost. And what's the worst that could happen? The thing wouldn't work, and then he'd take it to the scientists, right?
Renato actually could think of a few things that were worse, but he would make sure they didn't happen this time. Right?
Exactly.
Dang. Don't sound very sure of yourself there, but that killed me though. He didn't like to look at the books. He just liked looking at the pictures. And what's her name? Zenobia. Oh man, let's do this. I'm so excited. Get our last path in. Or maybe, I don't think we're gonna be there yet. I think we still got a chapter to go before we hit the final part. Yeah, we're on
As he set
chapter
out
3.
down the path, Renato wondered why the parts of the skyripper had only surfaced now, thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had discarded it. This
This thing
Emperor,
does damage. Last time I
Isengrim
used it.
III, had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Perhaps that was bringing up lost artifacts. How perfect, then, that the skyripper would reappear to be his destruction.
And hopefully this time, just his destruction. Renato had always wanted a flying carpet. This was more like a flying tabletop, but it would do.
My goodness.
You never knew where the road would take you, thought Renato.
No, I don't have a this way. Just got another issue. That's not what I did, but I got a trophy. Sorry. It's on my Xbox Series. Move forward. There's actually a trophy for getting these two.
The right jewel could really give you an edge. The wrong, well, it still looked pretty, didn't it?
What they go about this?
He was tired of slaughtering ravens, It was time to test out the new weapon. He turned a knob on the skyripper. It made strange, mechanical noises. The wheels spun faster. It began to hum.
The skyripper was following his every step. At least it acknowledged him as the master. But there was no trigger. How was he supposed to fire it? Fire, he said. Nothing happened. Well, maybe it just needed to warm up. After all, it hadn't been fired in thousands of years.
Oh,
It would
yay.
be fun to try out that one. And here was a handy workbench.
Ooh. Rare loot, but I'm getting pretty good loot to begin with, you know? So I'm kind of like, do I really need that? And it's only 2%, like, it's like nothing. I think I'll keep my physical damage resistance, considering how much I love dying. Can I do anything with this place? I don't think I can. I can't. I'm not level 4 yet. I have enough essence though, from what I'm seeing. Oh, I just have these two. Oh, so once I get 200 ore, I'll have all my things maxed out. Nice. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely.
The skyripper was making a whining noise now, and its wheels were spinning so fast he could no longer see them.
Bernardo had a thought. Please? He asked. The skyripper began to glow. Boom! The outpost burst into flame.
Ravens flapped out screaming, wings on fire. The base was his. The fast speaker toad came hopping out. "Bernardo!" It croaked, sounding like a toad version of Zenobia. "Don't use the skyripper. It will destroy the world." "Yeah, sure it will," cracked Renato. "Pull the other one." "If you don't trust me, go see Calaveras. He'll tell you the same thing." Oh, she would say that. That sounded sensible. Why did she always have to sound sensible all the time? Oh, it was infuriating.
Of course she would say that. He was supposed to hurry and bring the skyripper to the council so the rebels could actually win the war. But what if she was right? Damn it.
I am not gonna take the time to go there. I'm just gonna go straight for this one and see what happens.
Just this once, he would not let Zenobia get into his head with her logic and her wisdom and her appeals to reason. He was a fox. He'd go with his instincts, and it would all work out like it always did. Oh, he was sounding like a reckless idiot, even to himself. But if there was one thing Renato could never bring himself to do, it was turn back on a decision he'd made.
I'm pretty sure the skyripper is actually unstable. I think that's one of the truths that I discovered, but we're gonna just give it another shot, see what happens. If not, then my next route will be the villainous. Maybe I'll take the core again, but I'll just go straight villain with it. Like all the way through. Completely make myself the master with the core.
Imperials were flapping and cawing all around the ruins. They must be panicking with rumors flying of the superweapon. Maybe they hoped to find and destroy the base before he could put the skyripper into action. The skyripper was whining and heating up. It would be time to use that energy soon.
It smelled burnt fur. His. He missed her. Not Zenobia. Hypatia, the kid's mother. Renato had never thought he'd date a librarian. He'd always figured himself for the barmaid type. But then, he'd never figured the library of Ubar would have comic books, or that Hypatia would know anything about them. He missed her. He wondered if the council knew he destroyed the outpost. He hoped so. He was excited. With his super weapon, they could actually win their battle with the Imperial fleet. This could be the new aerobics craze. Am I right? It was a bit windy up here.
How was it? Jeez. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, dang. I think I can go back. I didn't mean to, like, hit the platform.
Renato had once invested in a jewel store, but it lost money because someone kept robbing it. Twist. It was him.
Two routes. We go this way. I feel like I've been that way once before. Take my chances on this one. It's hard to remember where I've been. Oh, there was a chest over there. It's hard to remember where I've been and there haven't been.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
Oh, well, I'm hot enough. Because I got to. Oh, there's a chest over there too. See that? This must be like a special area because they gave me the option to go back. Yep. Let me pick up that chest over here. Oh, it automatically changed this one. Didn't know I was gonna do that.
What was Zenobia talking about? This was a fantastic weapon. Ravens burst into flames with just a touch of its killer beam. He was tempted to leave it on all the time, but he didn't want to accidentally slice off some council toad's head or tongue. She'd been trying to distract him. Well, this time, no one was going to distract him. Renato danced around the room yelling,
Oh yeah, that's how we do it.
oh my God. It was something he liked to do, but only after he'd killed all the witnesses.
I think that's enough to it. Yes, it is. Oh, well, swords. I don't think it really matters which one I do. I'll just do this one.
Wow. The sword felt even colder.
Alright, let's keep going. No. 100 ore officially has all the swords leveled up, and then actually there's a trophy for doing that too, so pretty nifty. Ooh, that's freezing. That's dang, that's intense. Oh, my favorite time.
The long stairs.
Ooh, I can open up the epic
So he was
chest now.
close to the rebel base. He was on fire. So far, so good.
You didn't even need to aim it.
As he headed towards the council chamber, Renato felt everyone watching him.
You've saved the rebellion, said the council speaker. Frankly, we were afraid you'd turn aside to save that idiot Lapino.
Not bloody lightly, Renato told them, feeling he was maybe being a bit harsh on the poor mad rabbit.
If you never make sacrifices, he said, you're probably not doing the right thing. The speaker nodded. Are you ready to lead the charge? Let's roll, he said,
excited.
with grim satisfaction. Renato set sail for the fleet. The skyripper had lost its wine. It was humming now, as if it had taken some time to seat properly. He had always been irresponsible. This time, he'd done the right thing, made the hard decisions. He was a real hero. He hadn't let himself be distracted by old friends or old lovers turned enemies. Finally, he could be proud of himself.
Oh my goodness, we're almost there. Like, I don't know, I'm curious. Is this the fourth path, the right path? I don't know, we're gonna find out. It's exciting.
He was ready. So was Skyripper.
Yes, we
The
can.
Skyripper had a will of its own. It picked out its own targets and set them on fire.
This was going to be a short battle. He would set the ships on fire if he didn't need them to get to the Emperor. And he wondered if he'd see Zenobia, or if she'd flee. Wouldn't she be proud of him? At least, a bit of respect. He'd become an all-conquering hero.
Alright, I'm gonna stop here, and we'll see you in the next part, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate the love and care. See you in the next video. Bye!